Alright, what's up, Arts here, and welcome to a new Black Ops 3 video. Now, what I've got for y'all today is actually some gameplay on the new multiplayer map Verge, which is of course part of the Eclipse map pack. Now, for those that don't know this yet, for those of you that have been living under a rock, this is of course a remake of the World at War map Banzai. Now, personally, World at War is actually one of my favorite Call of Duties out there. In fact, next to Black Ops 2, it's probably my favorite one. However, I find it really difficult to like this map, simply because I find it really difficult to do well on this map. And honestly, that's my biggest issue with that one. Apart from that, I have very little to complain about this map, which for my standards is actually pretty rare. Like, normally speaking, when map packs come out, I play the DLC maps for, I want to say, about a day or two, and then after that, I straight up delete every single one of them, just because I usually can't stand them. However, this map pack is actually pretty decent. I enjoy most of the maps. Rift, honestly, isn't really for me, just because it's a little bit too hectic. Of course, as all of you know, I also always complain about maps like Nuketown, Hijacked. Of course, you've got maps like Shipment, and so on and so forth. Also can't stand those maps, just because I tend to die way too often, just because the spawns aren't all that great. So Rift isn't too great. However, I did manage to record a pretty decent gameplay on that map, so of course expect to see that one later today. Anyway, so the gameplay you're watching right now, of course, I was using the KN44 with the glorious Dark Matter camo. Unlocked that one a couple of days ago, and honestly, I've been rocking it ever since. I love it. Definitely worth the grind. But basically, a quick tip for all of you, if you decide to use an assault rifle on this map, I would definitely recommend you to stay near the bridge. Of course, on that side of the map, you've got some long lines of sight, you've got some decent head glitching spots you can make use of. And honestly, in that case, you actually stand a chance using guns like the KN44, the Man-O-War, the XR2, the M81, you name it. But if you decide to travel to the other side of the map, you will find yourself getting wrecked by people using the Kuda, the VMP, basically any weapon that works well at close range. Because of course, on that side of the map, you've got a ton of tunnels, a lot of flanking routes as well, which can definitely be a bit of a pain in the ass. But when it comes down to staying alive on that side, definitely rock an SMG. Or of course, tread very lightly, because otherwise you're gonna get melted. And apart from that, I think that that's pretty much all there is to it at the moment. Of course, I haven't put too much time into this map. I think I only played a couple of matches on this map, and most of the time it was hardcore in Verge. And as you all know, I'm not big on objective game modes. In fact, I'm pretty bad at them. Just because for starters, I don't really like playing the objective. I always die when I play the objective. Like when I try to capture a flag in Domination, I die. Or when I try to grab my tags and kill confirmed, I die. So, like, it's not really for me. I usually stick with Team Deathmatch and Free-For-All, basically kill-based game types. Just because in that case, I don't have to think about too many things. But once I figure out the spawns on this map, I'll definitely make sure to post a video about that as well, because that can really help you out in the long run. Of course, if you know where they're going to be spawning at, you can basically predict the spawns. You can prepare yourself for a gunfight before it actually happens. So once I figure that out, I'll make sure to bring the information to all of you. But until then, I simply have to put many more hours into these DLC maps. Anyway, one more thing I also wanted to mention, and this is something that a couple of other YouTubers also mentioned a couple of days ago. There's actually a little quote-unquote Easter egg on this map that showcases a couple of melee weapons that could potentially come to Black Ops 3. Now, personally, I would take this with a grain of salt, but basically, a couple of months ago, a list was leaked featuring a ton of melee weapons that were apparently going to come to Black Ops 3. And some of them you can actually find over here in this little shed. One of them, of course, being a chainsaw, the axe, and then the other one, if I'm not mistaken, that's actually a hoe, or at least if my RuneScape knowledge and Minecraft knowledge is on point right now, that's what that should be. However, that wasn't on the list. So personally, I'm not too sure what to think about all this. Definitely let me know in the comments down below what you think about this. And of course, also let me know in the comments down below what you think of the map pack so far. I still need to put a ton of time into these zombies map as well. Like so far in Black Ops 3, I've actually only played one round of zombies. I basically watched the cutscene for, I believe it's called Shadows of Evil. And then after that, I played one round and then basically ended the game. Just because zombies usually bores the crap out of me. However, this time around, I actually want to give this map a proper shot. But I'm going to need some of you to help me out. So of course, if you want to do that, then definitely hit me up on Twitter. Follow me over there. I'll make sure to invite some of you later tonight. And then we're definitely going to give this a go. Anyway, with that being said, if you enjoyed this video, some support, a like rating would be very much appreciated. If not, that's cool. Of course, come back to the channel later today if you want to see some more Eclipse map pack gameplay. And apart from that, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for the continued support. And I will catch you in the next one. Take it easy.